I said I was going to do it, and I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm changing my Premier League predictions. This is the first time where on this channel that I'm doing a change to my my season Premier League predictions, and I'm already not happy. So I have not changed the top 10, and I'm going to explain why. I've kept the top three: Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. Think about it, yeah? I think Arsenal will drop off. I don't think they'll be in a big title race. As good as their start has been, their performances haven't been good. But everyone else is fucking shit, and they are way better than everyone else, even with Kai Havertz in charge, who is awful. Awful player. Don't know why they bought him. And Manchester United, fourth. I know it doesn't look good right now, but again, they probably have more end products, more stat padders. You know, the Rashfords, Fernandez's. I think both are overrated, but they get UFPL points. They are FPL merchants, goals and assists and stuff, without actually producing consistent performances. They're those kind of players, and yeah, despite both Arsenal and Man United having Champions League, they're gonna probably finish above the rest. And I've kept Tottenham at eighth, and the only reason why is as amazing as their manager is, and their manager is sensational. Despite the name not being fashionable, he's not a young manager, but he knows what he's fucking doing. That's for sure. You see in the pre-season highlights, he's getting Eric Dyer to play football. I know Eric Dyer doesn't even. He's phased out of the club. It's taken him 10 years, but he's phased out of Tottenham Hotspur. Davinson Sanchez is gone. They brought this other kid. Apparently the transfer window was closed, but sure, you can still buy players, apparently. I just think that they might finish eighth because of maybe a lack of firepower. But then again, people like Madison and so on might step up in terms of goals. I think Son will have a good season this year. I think we saw that the Burnley game pretty much showed that he needs to play down the middle instead of the donkey, the pigeon, the guy who has his idols on his back. It's a bit weird. Weird tattoos and weird hairline. Weird ability. The guy's weird. The guy takes everything personally as well. But yeah, he's just not good enough, is he, Richarlison? I still believe Aston Villa will finish sixth because they should play their second team in the Conference League, and let's be honest, that's what we did in a group stage. And as you get to the knockout stages, play your first team. But with Thursday, Sunday football, when you first get used to it, just don't. You'll bat Alkmaar with your second team. Like, there won't be any harm playing Duran and Donker and Bailey and these players, and like Longley, as shit as he is. And this is after transfer business, and I'm still putting Chelsea fifth. After a billion, you have to finish fifth. In fact, you should be going for third place with 1 game a week. 1 game a week. I was going at Arsenal for not getting top 4. You won the league with 1 game a week. When Pep Guardiola was first starting, Klopp in his second season, Conte just came in and just won. If you could do that, come on, 1 game a week. It's not that deep. Same with Tottenham. They will probably finish higher than 8th, but I'm going to put my balls on the line and just stick with those predictions. I'll start with Brighton and Brentford at 9th and 10th and Newcastle at 7th. And I know Newcastle started off bad, but they've reached the Champions League way, way, way too early. I think there's going to be a big reality check in terms of Champions League, but that's it. Let's get to the nitty gritty. And my main regret that made me want to change my predictions for overall was I put Bournemouth 18th, and as soon as I posted a video a day after, Lopetegui he didn't get sacked, he removed himself, and Gary O'Neill went in charge, and I was like, Wolves are finished. But Wolves aren't quite finished. I think they'll finish 17th. They'll be down there for sure. And I put Burnley at 18th. I literally had them at like 12th or something. Yeah, I'm changing that immediately. And we're going to look at these predictions at the end of the season. Not the other ones. Not the original ones. Because I'll do this from now on when I'm not happy with them. And Burnley are fucked. They bought a lot of players. They've taken a long time to gel. And maybe I should have put Sheffield United above Luton. In fact, I'm going to change that right now. I'll put Luton 20th and Sheffield United 19th now. I'll do that. I'm doing that as the video has been done. Sheffield United and Luton at 20th. Luton are just preparing for coming back into the Premier League again. Because their stadium has been redone and stuff like that, and they want to get to a new stadium in a few years and stuff like that. I think they'll be a Premier League team in a few years, but they're not generating anything. And I think they'll have a good home record this season. I'll stick by that, but as much as I want them to survive, I don't think they will. And I think all the promoted teams are gone. I can't remember the last time that happened. All the promoted teams survived last year, and I think Forest were way more prepared. They had a better manager. I know it took a while, but it was always going to take a while. I had no hope for Bournemouth under Scott Parker, but Gary O'Neill steered the ship a bit. Wasn't great. He was learning on the job. Weird tactics at times, but they won games. They won crucial games, Tottenham away, etc. And last year, who else got Fulham? Fulham had a blinder. They had an amazing season. I've still got Fulham 12th, by the way. I just think, let's be honest, the bottom half of the table, there's not really much to play for here. I've put West Ham, my team, in 11th, and I have not seen enough. Okay, let me explain this. I would say 3 out of 4 performances in our first 4 games have been really, 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 really good. The Bournemouth one was not great. It was good at times, and then we sat back. If you had said to me we perform like that later on in 12 games in or something, I would say I've seen enough for us to finish top 10. But I'm still not sure. And I know we had a good transfer window in the end, but it's a recency bias. We should have had a striker. We should have had a left back. I think people are going to forget this. We're getting Jesse Lingard back in. Come on, be serious. We're going to have Thursday, Sunday football again. I think we'll just go for the cup and not the league, and really that's what we should do, because I don't think we'll get relegated. I did say a month ago that we would get relegated before off camera, and a couple of people that I know, that we'd get relegated because we haven't signed anyone, and the rumours were that we would get Maguire and Paquetá was leaving. That was the rumours. I had no other reason to not believe that we were getting relegated. But let me go back to Burnley. Burnley are fucked. They've got too many new players. I don't know how many wingers they tried to sign or how many wingers they did sign. How do you need that many wingers? When I watched that Tottenham game, I watched the game of the day. It was Burnley versus Tottenham. I was out on the day, but I watched the game of the day when I came back home. I didn't know what the score was at the time, but when I saw the game, Burnley went bad in the first half, but they went to a back 5 and then instantly got battered. And they're going to stick with his high line. Vincent Kompany's a very good manager. He will need better players than this time. And I'm not sure they got everything they need. When you get promoted, I always say this about promoted teams, go for defenders first. Because you will get luck by goals in the Premier League. You will shithouse games. The main thing about getting promoted is to get good defenders. No matter what style you're trying to play, just get good defenders. Very good defenders that need to see you out. And Burnley have not really done that from what I recall. They didn't even get Harbour Bellis again. Southampton got him. And I think all the promoted sides are done. I put Everton a bit lower. I thought Dyche would stabilise them a bit more. I do like this Beto guy that they've signed from what I've seen in a couple of games so far. I watched the Doncaster game. When he came on, I know it's Doncaster, but come on, you can see the quality is there. And there's a proper number 9 that could replace Calvert-Lewin when he's injured. And I'm looking at the way he plays, and I'm like, our team should have got him as an Antonio competition-ish kind of thing, because he would actually suit us. But Everton, they don't recruit well usually. but they've recruited well with better. I don't know how many. I don't think he'll get many goals, but I just think he'll bring a lot of players in. But Sean Dyche is persisting with this James Garner right wing thing, so I'm not a fan personally. That's why I put them in 16th. And speaking of when I said Bournemouth get relegated, I put them up to 50th ready because they play attacking football, but they're in their first season. They're kind of just like they haven't even got a win yet. I don't think they'll score that many goals, and I think they'll concede a lot, and I think they'll just about survive. That's the way I see them. And with Wolves, I've put them just about to survive with 17th, but I don't think it'll be a big relegation battle like last year because I think it'll be pretty clear that Burnley, Sheffield United, and Luton are gone. They're gone. Nottingham Forest 14th. Impressed me so far. They'll still be like down there, but Awoniyi, Alanga, Hudson-Odoi on the counter. I know they've lost Johnson, but Alanga will come through. Gibbs White will come through. Ole Aina's a great signing, by the way. That's a fantastic signing. For a left wing back that can actually defend and attack at the same time. A guy who performed quite well at Old Trafford and Stamford Bridge for what I saw of the highlights at Stamford Bridge and the game of the day at Old Trafford. Just my opinion. Crystal Palace will finish 13th. Because it's a Crystal Palace thing to do. And, so let me go through it. Luton 20th, Sheffield United 19th, 18th Bournemouth, 17th Wolves, 16th Everton, 15th Bournemouth, 14th Nottingham Forest, 13th Crystal Palace, 12th Fulham, 11th West Ham, 10th Brentford, 9th Brighton, 8th Tottenham, 7th Newcastle, 6th Aston Villa, 5th Chelsea, 4th Man United, 3rd Arsenal, 2nd Liverpool, and Man City will win 4 leagues in a row. They're not even performing well and they're winning. Usually then at the start of these kind of seasons, they don't perform well and they're not winning. So they're doing both this time. They're going to breeze the league and it'll be by quite a margin, at least 10 points. And Liverpool come second because of their firepower, despite their shaky defence and shaky midfield, because no one else is good enough. And they won't take the Europa League seriously. Because I think they'll probably think they're too big for that. But anyway, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Those are my final predictions. Road to 200 subscribers. Make sure to subscribe. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. And an email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.